There are a lot of people with dreams who can absolutely reach where they want to go, but they'll never get there because they're constantly procrastinating. In today's video, I want to talk about why procrastination will keep you from achieving at the level that you truly want to achieve and how you can overcome it. A few years ago today, August 3rd of 2021, I know I'm dating the video, but it's important for why I'm sharing this with you. I lost my younger brother. I received a phone call that morning to arrive to my parents' house. I was sitting at my desk working. I believe it was a Tuesday afternoon, if I'm not mistaken. And I was sitting there working, and I was in such a shock that my younger brother was gone. I could not move. Eventually, I was able to stand up. I walked outside, I looked around, and I was thinking to myself, there are so many more memories that I wanted to create with him. I had just had a conversation with him about what we needed to do to help him get better physical health. So as I was going over to my parents' house, all of these things are playing through my head. And when I arrived, I already knew that he was gone. Unfortunately for my family, this wasn't the last time that this very similar situation happened. A few months later, we lost another one of my younger brothers. But that day, I remember sitting in that shock, and I couldn't say it out loud. I couldn't share it with anybody, even people close to me. I couldn't say that to people that my brother was gone. I had to make a few phone calls and let people know what was happening, but to say those words was very difficult for me. But why is it important as we talk about procrastination? In the months following, there are several different things that happened in my family that I've talked about before. But in the months following, I found myself working at a different level because the value that I had for life was quite different. What I did in that process was I would calendar every single day to ensure that I was achieving what I wanted to achieve, not only for that day, but for that week, for that month, for that year. Then I read this book called 12-Week Year. 12-Week Year talks about setting your life up in 12 weeks, not a quarter, not monthly, not yearly, but 12 weeks specifically because it gives you the opportunity to reset your goals. There was a point in October of 2023 when I took this bike ride, a 7-day bike ride from San Francisco to LA, as I was going through this grieving process of losing all of these family members. But I looked back on the few years after my younger brother passed on August 3rd of 2021, and I thought about all the things that I was able to successfully do. And many of those things were things that I talked about doing before. And although I felt I was pushing myself at a different level, those results proved that I wasn't pushing hard enough. It proved that I was capable of doing more, but it was based on the structure. So you design your life in that way. So my advice to you, if you're listening to this video and you're stuck in this space where you're constantly procrastinating, telling yourself that you can't do something or you're afraid to do something, what you want to do is build systems, build discipline that allows you to achieve all of your goals, no matter what they are. Dream big. There's so much more out there that's possible for you, but it only happens if you commit yourself to the process of making it happen. There's so much more that you're capable of. There's so many people who are waiting for you to show up to be the person that you know you deserve to be, that you're capable of being. But it starts with you acting today and every day. I've said this again on several occasions. What I wrote about when I was 23, 24 years old. I wrote this book called Change Your Life. I said there are two types of people in the world. Those who live in fear every day and those who live in fearlessness every day. But every single day, you have to decide which one of those people you're going to be. So ask yourself that question. Are you going to be the person that lives in fear, or are you going to be the person who lives fearlessly? The choice is yours.